In this pencast, we're going to be learning about properties of logarithms. So this problem says, show that log a of p times q equals log a of p plus log a of q. Alright, so that we know that logarithms are based on exponents, so we're actually going to use some exponential properties to solve this problem. And the first one is going to be a to the x times a to the y is equal to a to the x plus y. Alright, so let's start with the problem now. So step 1, we're going to go ahead and assign variables. Okay, so let's do this. Let m equal log a of p, and let n equal log a of q. So normally we would use x and y, but when dealing with logarithms, a lot of times people use m and n, so we're just going to do that for consistency. So the next step is going to be to write these in exponential form. Alright, we're going to do this because we know that logarithms are really just like exponents, and once we transfer these to exponential form, we're going to be able to use the properties of exponents to solve this problem. So based on what we defined in step 1, we know that p is actually equal to a to the m, and the q is equal to a to the n, since a is the base of the logarithm. Alright, so now we know that we are trying to solve for log a of p times q. So step 3 is going to be to multiply p and q. So when we do that, we get p times q is equal to a to the m times a to the n. Alright, so now we can use that property of exponents to simplify that to a to the m plus n. Alright, so now we're ready to go back to our original problem, plug these in, and evaluate. So step 4 is going to be, let's see here, evaluate. Okay. So, we're going to take the log base a of p times q. That's equal to the log base a of a to the m plus n, based on what we said in step 3. Okay, so we know that when we have exponents in a logarithm, we can actually simplify that to log base a of p times q equals m plus n times log base a of a. So the property we used right here of exponents is just that log base a of x to the r is equal to r times log base a of x. We also know that log base a of a is actually just 1. So what we actually have here is log base a of p times q equals m plus n times 1. Alright, so at this point, what we need to do is go back to when we originally assigned our variables and plug those back in. So now we have log base a of p times q equals m plus n. So we know m is equal to log base a of p, so log base a of p, and then plus n, which is equal to log base a of q. And that was just substitution. from step 1. Okay, so now we've proven that log base a of p times q equals log base a of p plus log base a of q.